Hello, back again. I'm going to have a link to the article in which I'm going to be referencing. Suffice it to say, now this might have changed because it's been a little while since I've gotten to read this particular article, but I'm a little on the piss side and I'm going to share it all with you. You know, out in like Arizona where those, well, quite frankly, I think they're Muslim extremists. I think that's what they were. But they had all those kids that had kidnapped, and one of them had died, and they were training them to do school shootings. Yeah, a judge just dropped the charges against him because the police supposedly violated a 10-day law or something with the state. Here's why I think that's complete and total bullshit. Sorry about the language, I'm pissed. You have these people who literally killed a kid, like a 5-year-old kid, killed him. You're going to let him go free on a technicality. They apparently have kidnapped kids. You're going to let them go on technicality. They were training multiple kids, multiple children to go into schools and slaughter other children. You want to talk about freaking domestic terrorism? There you go. And you're going to let them go on a state technicality? No, this is a federal thing. Screw the state, whether it's Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, whichever state it is, screw them. Turn the federal government on them and, go all Department of Homeland Security, whatever else. This is flat out domestic terrorism. You want to know what domestic terrorism is? It's not some whack job just shooting up, busting into a movie theater. No, that's not domestic terrorism. That's a nut job. Now that Dylan storm roof window whatever in South Carolina, the guy who went in to shoot up a church because he was a racist. Yeah, I can contend that would fall into domestic terrorism. I can give you that. But this is literally, and yeah, you can say he's a nut job too. I guess you can say that about all of them. But still, at least then you knew the motive was racism, and you could say it wouldn't be too big of a stretch to say domestic terrorism. But here, on this one, they were training kids to go around and slaughter other kids. How is that not terrorism? Please, someone explain that to me. And I'm sure it was for religious reasons. Why else? So, and even if it wasn't for religious reasons, they had a motive, whether to intimidate, to whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, it's terrorism. And who knows how many children they've done this with, or how many they've killed, or how many times they've tried this before they finally got caught. And no. They should not be set free. They shouldn't have been put out on bail, but they were. And now they're set free on a state level technicality. No, this is a federal, I would say, throw the feds into it. Lock them up, waterboard them, whatever the heck it takes. Find out how many more of these whack job cells there are. And that way, prevent this from happening elsewhere. Or happening again, and possibly elsewhere. Do they need to be set free? No, they do not. They caused the death of a 5-year-old kid? No, they don't need to be set free. They need to be executed as far as I'm concerned. That being said, the fact that they were training to carry out such heinous acts as training for school shootings, for mass slaughter, yeah, that should be a capital punishment as well, as far as I'm concerned. But here's the deal. The fact that they were doing this, no, the state don't need to be involved. The state don't need to be concerned at all. It needs to be wholly federal government involved on this, and if it's state level technicality, screw the state, because there's a secession of power clause in the Constitution that says federal government trumps state. So screw the state, do what it takes, go in with the federal government, do the job that needs to be done, get these boogers locked up under lock and key where they can't do anything, take the children, get them in some psychiatric help, because they're going to need it with everything that they've been through, and then break these suckers, figure out if there's any other groups like them that they're affiliated with or know of, do the same to them and shut them down and see if we can't get ahead on this thing, because I can assure you, if there's one, there's going to be more. So we need to take the steps to do something about it now as opposed to later. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. I'm going to, like I said, link will be in the description. I'm going to get off here and try to get this uploaded. Let me know what your thoughts are, and if you want, you can go ahead and share this thing. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on the whole ball of wax. Again, let me know what you think.